I feel like from what she just said, the apples aren't good, but I mean, maybe we could sell it or give it to someone else. Take the apple, okay?
Sure, give me the apple.
All right, dear. But don't eat it until you...
What?
Huh?
Oh, dear. Night-night, my darling.
I'm gonna have to go backwards just because Lil's an idiot. Oh no, we got one of our endings. Good. I'm good with that. Upon eating the bewitched apple, Lil lost consciousness and died. It's okay, we collect these endings. I like these. Hello friends, and welcome to another week. We are finally going to be finishing up Lil Guardsman tonight. It's the last 3 sections, so should be a lot of fun, being that we have put this on pause for a bit, but it's been a lot of fun, and I'm glad to be going back into it. For those that are new to it or have no idea what it is a story-based point-and-click game that's completely voice-acted. It's really nice, chill, cozy game where we get to, where our choices matter, and we get to find out what happens to the kingdom. But let's get started. It's been a while. We are 84% in. Hello everyone. Hi Coco, Rave, Minty, Dino. Are you guys ready for some fun tonight? Like I said, we've gotten through level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're on the last couple episodes here. 8, 9. We're gonna be going into 10. 12 is the last episode, so we're going through 10, 11, 12. If you guys forgot, we are going to be going into we've been in a war after we denied the marriage and the gobelicion. Yeah, and the stuff in here bops way more than it should. It's real good. But yeah, let's continue, guys, and let's have some fun. I know, Rave, you've been really into this one, so I'm sure you're very excited for us to finally be finishing it. You've been following along pretty well with this one.
Had to have been one of the more exciting games of Goblin Ball I've ever seen.
Who'd have thought that the Brawlers and the Barranquilla Barracudas could have come together so last minute and put on a game like that?
Rhonda, did you see the Brawlers' new mascot?
You mean that powerful rat on fire looking thing?
Yes, that's the one.
I like it.
I hate it.
Well, there we are, split again. And on our most sacred national holiday, St. Swithin's Day.
Perfect segue, Rhonda. Happy St. Swithin's Day to all our listeners. Just a reminder, many stores and services will be closed today.
We'll now take the traditional 267 minutes of bagpipes in honor of St. Swithin's Day.
We're definitely not listening to that many minutes of bagpipes. Bagpipes are good, but not for that long. Okay. Been a while, so I don't forget where I think her dad's in war.
I guess there's no letter from Dad today because of the holiday. I hope he's doing okay.
Me too. Rats. Oh, the rats are taking over.
Come on! Give it back already! Stop saying that!
All right, break it up, you two.
Lil, what are you doing here?
I live here. What are you doing here?
I work here. I got a job getting rid of the rats.
There's a lot of rats in here, Lamont.
I'm not very good at it. These rats are pretty smart. This one stole a crystal that I found. No, I found it. Ugh. Lil, can you talk to him or something?
Some interesting choices. We have reason with it or meow. Kind of tempting to meow at it. That seems like the right choice. What do you guys think? Should I meow at it? Meow. Yeah.
Hey, rat. Meow.
Meow. Yes. Rat looks at you with an expression that conveys that it's not only embarrassed for you, but of all humans in existence. It moves, revealing a mage-grade crystal.
Hey, he gave it back! Thanks, Lil. Now, shoo! Get out of here!
Okay, geez. I have to go to work anyways.
No, not you. The rat. Can you tell Isla and Simon that I won't be able to meet up with them? I have to clear all these rats before this place opens tonight. You might as well take this crystal. I was supposed to meet her at Councilwoman Asher's office. I was supposed to meet him down by the docks. I don't need luck. I need a foolproof way to get rid of these rats.
Interesting for sure. Squeak.
Don't listen to a word he says.
Look at all these mice. They're all squeaking.
Squeak!
Oh.
Wait, did you just say the word squeak?
Squeak. I like little things like that. There's a note. Garby's Emporium of Wonder will be closed in honor of St. Smith's Day. Please prepare to take your business to some other establishment in town. Oh wait, there isn't one. Only my shop. You got. I have people in capitalist chokehold. Ha ha ha. Store will open tomorrow at 9 a.m. P.S. If this is Lil, I saw your hooligan friends when I wrote this note, and they got a shift's worth of crystals if you can track them down. Garby. Squeak. Yeah, I can't go out that way still. Okay. Yeah, I like the very vocal squeak that came from that mouse. Moo? I don't know, it didn't moo, it only squeaked. Okay, why don't we go to the docks first? We haven't been there yet.
Meow.
Yep, that too. Lots of people down here.
Oh, Diddums, my trusty valet, we've been so displaced by the war.
Yes, Mum, we have.
It simply must stop by any means necessary.
The means necessary to stop war must at all times be relentless, Mum.
How true, Diddums. Mark Goblin Twain, correct?
No, Mum, his cousin Egbert.
That's great.
Meow woof book nyamu. What does the fox say? Jigad.
Oh my gosh. Cinder, it sounds like you just had a little bit of a stroke there, buddy. Gotta lay off the hard stuff. The sounds of large families starting their day can be heard through the flaps of the tent.
Hello there, Lil.
Seamus McGoblin, what brings you and your family to the docks?
Oh, we live here now. Things got a bit tight after the war started, so we had to relocate. It's not the prettiest or safest place to live.
But...
No, but this place is awful.
No, but this place is just awful. I mean, at least he's honest, I guess.
well, at least you're all together, right?
Oh, not so. One of our boys, teeny Tom McGoblin, was lagging behind when we fled, so we had to hurry along without him.
Wow.
He should be arriving in the sprawl any day now. If you're working the gate, would you mind not giving him too much trouble and let him in?
Oh, yeah. Bribe me. Well, we like the goblin, so.
Of course, Mr. McGoblin.
We like the goblin people, so.
Oh, thanks, Lil.
They're
You're
part
one
of
of the
our
good
friends.
ones.
Well, not one of the options is just bribe me. Monkey Island. Stratifica, we get out. You don't need to literally point into your influences.
Step right up, folks, and take your turn at being a winner. Find the queen and uncover a royal
Oh, boy.
prize. How about you, young lady? Care to be a winner? Simon, it's me, Lil. Lamont says he's stuck at work and won't be able to meet up with you. Hey, Uncle Fredo, she's made me. What do I do?
Just play it cool and act like you've never seen her before.
Sorry, ma'am, who I'm gonna act like I've never seen before. Would you care to play a game that's almost guaranteed to make you a winner?
Oh boy.
Are you trying to con me, Simon? Uncle Fredo?
Never admit you're running a con.
I've got something from Garby for you, but I can't just give them to you. You'll have to play for them. All right, what's the hustle? It's not a scam at all, ma'am. All you need to do is find the queen. She's one of the 3 cards you see in front of you.
Okay, we
just
just
keep
gotta
your
find the
eye on the
queens.
prize.
Help me find the queen, guys. Well, that's not very helpful. They took it away. Oh. Oh, God.
Where's the queen?
I think the queen's to the right. What do you guys think? I mean, no matter luck, it's not going to be any of them, but I think it's the one to the right, if I followed it correctly. Yeah. Right. Oh, yep.
You
they
didn't win the jackpot, but here's a consolation prize.
Hi, Lucy. Well, I mean, they still gave us the crystal.
There's
So.
no consolation prizes in a con game.
I don't think we were gonna win no matter what.
Since I'm stuck here, could you be a pal and make sure Isla knows about Lamont not showing up? She's gonna be crushed.
This kid's terrible at running a swindle. Who taught him anyways? Oh wait, I did. Am I the problem?
I like those guys. New hat.
Mr. Fantastico! I haven't seen you around for a bit.
My journey for the most fantastic hat took me to the countryside, where I was drafted into the war.
Oh, that's where he went.
Well, that sucks. But you're back now. Does that mean my dad is back too?
Unfortunately, your father remains at the front lines. I, however, got sent home for wearing too many fantastic hats. Apparently, it was alerting the enemy to our presence.
Oh boy.
Well, I'm happy you're home, and that you got to try on some fantastic hats.
Right?
But they were not fantastic enough. My journey, it continues. Also, your father gave me this letter to give to you.
Oh good, we got a letter from Dad. Let's see what the letter is. We've been kind of failing at how we were responding back to him, so we'll see.
A letter from Dad.
Dear Lil, thanks for your last letter. I really enjoyed reading it, especially that joke you told. I told it to a couple of guys, who told it to a couple of other guys, who then told it to the captain herself. And they all agreed I wouldn't be allowed to tell jokes anymore. I hope everyone at home is doing well. I forgot that before I left for the war, I owed my bookie some money. I put 30 gold in this envelope so you can pay him back for me. His name is Fredo. This war is tough, but they say there will be a ceasefire on St. Swithin's Day, so that's something to look forward to. But what's really keeping me going through the darkest moments is the thought of getting back to you. I love you, Lil. Please write back soon.
Captain, I'm
Love,
trying to sneak
Dad.
around, but I'm dummy fab, and my fantastic hats keep alerting the enemy forces.
Yes, that is always a problem. And I do think it's so sad that he's like, oh, enjoyed the joke, and they all agreed I shouldn't tell jokes anymore. It's like, oh, poor guy. I think we just passed his bookie, too.
I better write
Oh.
back to him. Hey, Mr. Capello, do you have a pen and paper on you? Fantastic or otherwise?
Of course, child.
Dad got a little mushy at the end of that last one. How should I respond?
I don't know. What do you guys think? Write a mushy letter or play it tough? Because last time we were like, all like, we miss you, Dad. He like was just like, I'm distracted, and now I'm making terrible choices. So which one do you guys think? Tough for love? Okay. Okay, play it tough. Lil writes a letter that suggests everything's going great in order to make her father feel better. Are you sure? Sure? Your choices will affect the sprawl.
Hey, Mr. Capello, do you think you could mail this letter for me, fantastically or otherwise?
Of course, child. I will search for a stamp for your letter that is so fantastic that it stops the postman in his tracks and makes him cry to the heavens, wow! Now that is one fantastic stamp!
Or, you know, whatever's the cheapest.
At least he's trying. Is that a bomb? Oh, yeah. Well, that's never gonna
This
be right.
kid's terrible at running.
I mean, I think that's his bookie, but I think we just got free money. Okay, let's go get the other one. She's in that one lady's place. Did they say Ash's office, or... Must be Ash. So we've never been here before.
Lil? How unexpected.
I could say the same about you. What are you doing in Ash's office?
I'm volunteering as her unpaid intern. My mom said this will fast track me to get into the youth politician training program for two-faced cutthroats and liars, or the YPTPTFCL. She says it'll help build character.
Yikes. I'm here because I'm supposed to tell you that Lamont won't be able to meet up later. He's, stuck at the office.
Oh, that hard-working lug. He'll be the perfect trophy husband for me. He's so distractingly handsome that it'll both impress and intimidate my opponents.
Okay, well, let me know if there's anything I can do to help you with that.
Now that you mention it.
Oh, crap.
The YPTPTFCL does have an entrance exam that I could use your help with. And I've got something from Garby if you do.
Okay, what do I have to do?
There are a couple of questions about current and historical affairs that I still need to answer. Here we go. What was the name of the late King Oswin's father?
Hey guys, trivia. Who's ready for some trivia? What was the late Oswin's father's name? Sure, we probably heard this stuff while we were playing the game, maybe? But it's been a minute. we didn't play for a bit. Maybe Artemis? That sounds familiar. Yeah, I feel that. If I have anyone else's time, I guess I'll go with Artemis.
Okay, question 2. What is the current name of the Goblin Ball Stadium?
Oh god, we made that name. It was the exciting Coliseum of overpriced food. We thought that was so stupid.
Great. Question 3. The Crown Prince of Petrard, Phineas Pomp, is the son of...
God. I remember him going off, but they said so many names. I think it was Queen Buttermilk. Buttermilk stood out quite a lot.
And last one. Mega rock superstar Vlad Extreme plays what kind of instrument?
Oh, he plays a guitar, doesn't he? Yeah, I think he plays a guitar. Oh no, he plays a lute, I think.
Okay, that's all the questions. Thanks so much for your help, Lil.
Laking's on, and then we'll get around to replacing those with this one. Anything else in here for me to look at? Travis isn't here, but even if you would you really want to talk to him? I don't think I've ever been in her place.
Thanks, Lil. If you see that hunk of a lug, Lamont, put in a good word for me.
Oh boy.
All right there, Isla. What a fancy collection of bottles.
There's like a letter here. I can look at Survivor's account of Marley Thursdip Dentist. Okay. Guess that was all. Okay, let's see where we're going next. Okay, we're at the dock already. We're at the tavern. I guess let's just go check out everywhere, see if there's anything going on before we head to the guard post. Okay, no response here. Guess we'll check the dig site and then we'll go to the guard shed.
Lil, it's good that you're here. Wait, tell me, are we having this conversation for the first time? Second? Are we stuck in a loop?
We are not stuck in a time loop. I don't mess with the chronometer after hours. I'm frightened enough of being sent back in time or forward in space or whatever, using it at the guard shed.
I'm glad to hear it. The readings I've been receiving from the device have been outside of my comfort zone. Not to mention the fact that those mages seem hell-bent on manufacturing another one.
What is with those mages? It seems like for every lovable stoner like Echo, there's 3 spooks like Tyronius these days.
That's an extremely perceptive observation. You're working the night shift again tonight, correct? I'd like to requisition an upgrade for one of your tools. Which one would you like me to upgrade?
Man, I wish I could see them. I think we've upgraded the truth spray and the decoder ring, maybe? It's been a minute since I've looked at them to really know what we should. The metal detector? Okay.
It is done.
Gee, thanks. That's awesome.
I just hope it's not too little too late considering what we're up against.
What does that mean?
Just stay focused on the task at hand. That's all any of us can do.
That's still pretty vague.
I'm just trying to get us through this in one piece.
Don't tell me.
Goodbye, Lil.
Goodbye, Dr. B.
Real cryptic. Okay. Night shift at the shed. Right, exactly. Like, fine, keep your secrets. Okay, Monsters second edition. So we got forest entities. They're rare. Stomp or Thwomp. Fire woodcutters, true neutral, climbable. The story of the first transformation from the mundane tree to sentient, mobile being is lost to history. These creatures are extremely dangerous, but generally motivated by threat to their territory. The bark of the forest entity is often the site of a cryptic magical runes and prophetic writings that can be deciphered. Oh, okay. We might have to use the coder ring. Ghosts, make-believe, no such thing. Well, I'm sure that's not true. Lanthropes, aka werewolves. Academics are split on whether this affliction is magical or medical. The curse of afflicted person suffers an attack or bite and comes in the first full moon, transforms into a half-man, half-beast killing machine. In most cases, the individual remains blissfully unaware of their transformation, but in some cases they know and desperately seek asylum to save their loved ones from their dark passenger. Old people. Long ago, a subset of humans and elves carved out of life lived underground. This evolutionary branch began to change to accommodate their new existence. They become smaller, relying more heavily on their sense of smell and hearing than some soon undeveloped eyesight. In addition, their hands and fingers became more claw-like because of the digging. While considered disfigured, even monstrous by some, please do not persecute the mole people. They are not to be punted. After all, without mole people, labor and digging know-how, the sprawl wouldn't enjoy the world's greatest sewer system. Necromancer. Magic practitioner who has broken their code and oath and turned to the forbidden arts. Although not illegal, they should be discouraged from entering the sprawl. Note, the Mages Guild would gladly welcome a fallen wizard who has seen the error of their ways back into the fold. However, not one has yet chosen to give up the dark arts once they've tasted the sweet, sweet necromancy. Vampires. Okay, so we went through the manual. Vampires last time. A centuries past, vampires were stuffed with myth and legend, sticking to shadows and covering up their ghastly deeds in order to remain hidden in polite society. Recently, in result of powerful vampire rights movement led by goth rock icon Vlad Extreme, vampires have come out of the closet and many have become productive members of society. Witches, though rare and often indistinguishable from regular foe, it's possible to encounter a witch was on guard duty. There are tests that can be done to confirm whether they are or not a witch. For example, if a suspected witch weighs the same as a duck and confirms they are made of wood and therefore a witch. Practical term, witches are not so different from regular folk, however, be ulterior motives. They often have a plan on the go, and their moral compass have tendency to be differently calibrated. My moral compass is fine. Zombies. Look, the only zombies we have around here are the old-timey, slow-moving ones. Thank God. Treat them like sheep, herd them around where you need them, and they're relatively harmless. Yeah. Okay. See some spooks. Guys, come on. Okay, we got some more things. So yeah, it looks like almost every couple things. So good, we picked one of the right things to upgrade, because these two we already upgraded. I mean, we might have should have went with the decoder ring, but at least we got 2 upgrades on everything so far. Oh, wait, nope. No. I'm being real dumb. Load everything up. There we go. Now I'm good. Almost really kind of fucked myself there. But I had to go back in time just to fix that.
Why, hello, my dear. I'm just coming home from a long night tending the apple orchards.
She
It's
kind of looks like
almost
a witch.
harvest season, and it couldn't come at a better time with the food shortage. Will you let me pass?
Ooh, she seems suspicious, guys.
I've got the first apples of what looks to be a very fruitful harvest. Tee-hee. Just a little gardening humor, dear.
I mean, we need food, but I'm kind of afraid that she's a witch. At least her puns are decent. Okay, anyways.
I'm using them to make a delicious pie. It's my absolute favorite recipe from my absolute favorite cookbook. See?
I don't know. Can we decode maybe the cookbook? Can we, like, get another look at it?
I don't see how it could be a fruitful harvest this year. There's a war raging outside our walls. That can't have a positive impact on the orchards.
No, dear, you're right. The orchards were a bit sad. But still, a few good apples, and we should be able to make pies for every grown-up in the sprawl.
What do you guys think? Or maybe she had the book. Should I do the truth spray on her, or maybe the decoder? Decode the book? Because something definitely seems a little off. A tiny bit sus, but like not majorly sus. Yeah, this truth spray has some extra sprays in it, so maybe that.
With all of these candies wrapped in foil, I can fatten up the children of the sprawl.
Okay. This is already looking great.
Then, with these delicious magical apples, I'll put the fat little piggies to sleep and bake them into delicious pies.
Just a little sus. Okay, majorly sus. I don't think we need any. Yeah, I think that's definitely a witch. Let's deny that. No, thank you. No kitties going. None of our friends need to be made into pies.
My plans! My glorious, glorious plans! And my delicious pie!
You'll just have to take it somewhere else, sister.
All right, but before I go, I'll share a secret with you. This is no ordinary apple. It's a magic wishing apple.
Wishing apple?
Yes, one bite and all your wishes come true. Would you like to take it?
I feel like from what she just said, the apples aren't good, but I mean, maybe we could sell it or give it to someone else. Take the apple, okay?
Sure, give me the apple.
All right, dear, but don't eat it until you...
What?
Huh?
Oh dear. Night-night, my darling.
I'm gonna have to go backwards just because Lil's an idiot. Oh no, we got one of our endings. Good. I'm good with that. Upon eating the bewitched apple, Lil lost consciousness and died. It's okay, we collect these endings. I like these.
Why, hello, my dear.
Okay.
It's
Well, let's do the same two
I've got
things
the
that way.
I'm used.
Yeah, she's using it, blah, blah, blah. We'll
I
doubt her
don't see-
still.
No.
Because we have to still do the truth spray on her to know what's going on. That way we have good reason to deny her, so we get a better rating for more money.
With all of this,
Candies, eating children, blah, blah, blah. Deny.
you'll just have to...
All right. I'll share a
Wishing apple?
Yeah.
Return.
No thanks. I've got this thing about taking food from strangers.
What a clever little girl you are.
Clever, sure. Meat pie is made out of kids. Well, that's a kinder surprise. A kinder surprise. You figured out her dastardly plan and did the right thing. Yeah, sure, I've totally figured it out. Oh, thump, thump, thump. Oh, it's this guy.
It is the same little guardsman who admitted scary tree monster in our previous encounter. I am here today to attend a meeting at your puny and horribly decorated city hall.
I mean, he is the person we've let in before.
I was successful in my bid to represent the constituents of Darkwood Forest on the outskirts of Caladar. You are now looking at me, scary tree monster. I ran unopposed and threatened to stomp and thwomp any who entered the race against me. It was a landslide.
No wonder you ran unopposed. I wouldn't want to get stomped and or thwomped either.
I mean, we let him forward with no issues.
Smart kid.
Yeah, we let him in before. He's got a thing around his neck for the town, too.
May a scary tree monster humbly accepts entry into the sprawl.
Oh well, that's very nice to hear.
To stomp and thwomp any who oppose his demands.
Yeah, that sounds about right. You admitted the former terrifying tree creature turned public servant. Good call, otherwise you would have been stomped or thwomped. Oh, we could have had a different death ending. Oh well. Something's growling. Oh, the zombies.
You're supposed to say, brains, brains. I almost thought that might work.
I mean, they basically just said these ones, like...
This could take a while.
It's funny. We just gotta deny them. It said that they're easy to get rid of.
Sorry, you can't come in today.
Okay.
They're wandering off. Bye, zombies.
They're harmless. On the average, you did the right thing.
Oh, hi. You must be Lil. I was told to come to these gates so that I could be looked after by you. I'll be heading in now unless you need something else from me.
So, who told you to come see me?
Aw, geez. It's kind of a top secret project I'm working on. I don't think I should say much more about it. It's on the up and up, but I'm afraid it's also pretty hush-hush.
Top secret? Whoa. And they sent you straight to me, eh? Yep, that sounds about right. I'm kind of the best guardsman on the force these days.
That's not what I was told.
What were you told?
I was told that you were trustworthy if a bit... Well, that's not important. I was told you were trustworthy.
Maybe we could use the truth spray on him. I mean, the only thing we have... I mean, for the mole people, Basically, the mole people were fine in general. That they're all here for good reason, basically. But I'm kind of curious what his secret reason is. What do you think? Let's try to use a little truth spray on him. Find out what his truthful thing is.
The GLA floated a plan to dig a tunnel under the outer walls to access essential supplies from the outside. I'm here to get the project started.
Oh, awesome. Cool.
I'll be off to take care of this top secret assignment. Thanks, kid. I knew I was right to come to your gate.
We totally did not use truth spray on you and have you tell us exactly what we want. You heard the tunnel plan finally coming to fruition. Remember the one that we told you about in level 8? Go you. I'm sorry, we haven't played for a minute. Oh, hell is this?
Hello.
The f
Holy hell! You are actually a nightmare come to life.
Is it the belt?
What? No.
Is it the knife and the hockey mask?
And the nice glove. Yes.
Are you sure it's not the belt? Because I have a big job interview today, and I don't want anything to ruin it.
What?
It's not the belt.
What? They did not talk about this with the whole thing.
What's your name?
Greaves. First name, Stabitha.
Stabitha Greaves. Terrifying figure of utter horror. I do not have you on my list.
Oh, they don't know I'm coming.
And you said you had a job interview today in the sprawl?
Well, not in the sprawl, but cutting through would save me some travel time. I'm headed to the outdoor wilderness camp at Lake Scream and Die. I'm applying to be a camp counselor. Well, reapplying.
Stabitha, that's a beautiful name.
Don't say it 3 times into a mirror at night, though.
I'm gonna take your word on that.
Why do I feel like she might kill me?
Maybe we should do a little pre-interview interview. You know, for practice.
Good idea.
So, Stabitha, why do you want to work at this horribly named camp?
Oh, I've been a camper at Lake Scream and Die for a while now. I met all my friends there. I died there. It's been a major part of my life.
Oh my, wow, okay. And what would you say is your biggest strength?
Punctuality.
And your biggest weakness?
Probably wanting to kill all the other camp counselors in gruesome and horrific ways.
Oh boy.
Sounds like you have a strong sense of motivation.
Yes, motivation to seek revenge on those camp counselors who lured me out into the woods that night and left me to die.
Oh boy.
Just trying to help you out here, Stabitha.
We're gonna deny her, but I want to talk to her one more
Since you're here in
time.
front of me and not dead, I guess those camp counselors didn't kill you after all. So, there's no need for revenge, right?
That night I died in the woods. A demonic spirit of vengeance possessed my shattered heart and brought my twisted corpse back to life. Now, I am cursed to wander the campgrounds of Lake Scream and Die at night until I have slaughtered every last person who had a hand in my death. I just hope I can make it through the job's 90-day probation period.
A hexed heart, huh? Yeah, I've been there.
You had the head counselor of a summer camp you worked at lure you into the woods at night where he and all the other camp counselors made fun of you until you ran off into the woods alone and fell off a cliff?
I guess not. Heartburn, though. I've had that. My dad doesn't understand how to make chili. Just crushed tomatoes and black pepper. It's not great.
Okay, buddy, we're just gonna... You're going away now. Bye-bye.
Now, Stabitha, promise you're not gonna murder me.
Boy.
promise that.
But I'm not gonna let you in.
I understand. You're just doing your job. I guess I'm taking the long way to Lake Scream and Die. If I don't get the job because I was running late, I'll come back and tell you all about it.
Oh God, what have I done?
Oh.
Sorry, I forgot I cut your phone line and didn't fix it. I hate to leave you vulnerable.
That's very considerate of you, Stabitha.
Sure you don't want to change your mind about letting me in?
Oh, if I die, then I die.
No, I really don't think I should let you in.
Okay, I admire your conviction.
Okay, thank you, Stabitha.
You bought a handful of horny teenagers a few days before being cut apart by a deranged psycho corpse lady. Was there a way you could have saved them? Oh, I guess I should have put her in jail, I guess. Would have been the correct thing. Should I go back and stop her from murdering by putting her in jail, I guess? I never put anyone in jail. But I guess that would have been the smart thing. Yeah, let's rewind and put her in jail. I rarely use the rewind more than I should anyways. Yeah, let's put her in jail.
Hello.
Well,
Holy.
Is it?
What?
Is it?
And the
knife, blah 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 blah.
So. And. Stabitha.
We're just gonna get through this part. Still gonna ask her the same amount of
Maybe we should
questions. That
do-
way we know
So.
exactly what happened to her, so it makes sense why we put her in jail.
Sounds like you have.
Yeah.
Just. Since you're here.
That. Now.
A hexed heart, huh? Yeah.
You had the head counselor of a summer camp?
I guess not. Heartburn, though. I've had that. My dad doesn't understand how to make chili.
Yeah, let's put her in jail. See if that helps.
Tabitha Greaves, you are hereby under arrest for the crime of wanting to kill a bunch of teenagers.
I don't want to kill them. It's just been my sole purpose, driven by demonic motivation since I was raised from the dead.
Save it for the courts. So long, Tabitha.
Oh.
Sorry, I forgot I cut your phone line and didn't fix it. I hate to leave you
That's very considerate of you, Tabitha. How did you escape the guards taking you to prison?
Oh boy.
Oh, I killed them. Anyways, guess I'm taking the long way to Lake Scream and Die. If I don't get the job, because I was running late, I'll come back and tell you all about it.
Oh God, what have I done?
Wow. Impulse to jail the horror show was correct, but as a result, your actions, half a dozen guards were brutally murdered. Not so great. Was there a way to stop her once and for all? Well, I guess that was not the right choice. Let's try that again. I got a worse score that time. Can I confiscate her weapon? That's a good question. How would I confiscate her weapon? I guess one of my tools.
What? And the knife.
Are you sure it's not the belt?
I mean, she really doesn't
Because
have
I have
anything
a
against the
big
city.
job.
She's just passing
not
through.
the
Yeah,
belt.
but it says something about stopping them. Maybe the X-ray or like metal detector, you think? I mean, we're close to the end. Let's try to metal detector. Metal detector, probably, yeah.
Just these here knife hands. This outfit doesn't really have pockets.
What's with those? Is that really practical?
Honestly, no. But it looks scary, so it serves that purpose.
Ever forget you have it on and go to scratch somewhere?
All the time. Why do you think I'm wearing the mask? And what's worse is that it's allergy season.
Okay, so metal detector didn't help. How about X-ray? Okay. Oh.
Yep, there's your problem right there. Looks like you got a demonic hex on your heart. Gonna be hard to get rid of that bugger. Seems to be written in a different language, so we're gonna need foreign parts to fix her.
Oh, I don't want it removed. It gives me the unnatural strength and endless stamina I need to hunt down camp counselors in the woods at night.
Okay, the decoder then. Okay, last one. Let's hope.
Did you just decode the hex on my heart without asking me?
Oh, I guess I did. I'm sorry.
That's a little presumptuous.
I don't have to read it if you don't want me to.
No, go ahead. I'm curious what it says myself.
It translates to, if this hex is read out loud, the cursed shall return to whence they came.
Wait, on second thought, no!
Oh, right. Oh no, not again!
Obi and Fallon's son.
Ah!
Hey, I remember you. How have things been? Well, this has been one for the books.
That was who possessed. You exorcised the demon, having the undead serial killer. Bravo. Okay, that was... Sure. I wouldn't ever guess that. Ghostbusters?
We got a call. There may or may not be something strange going on in your general vicinity.
Who are you now?
Ghost finders.
Uh-huh.
Ghost finders? So what, you find ghosts?
That's right.
People call us when they suspect some paranormal activities. We come in and we find out what's what.
Uh-huh, ghost finders, eh? So what do you do when you find these ghosts?
Well, it's tough to say. Technically speaking, we haven't found one yet.
But we sure have come pretty darn close.
Yeah, it said ghost and included on our sheet.
Come on, man. You're full of
Whoa, where did a nice kid like you hear language like that?
My dad. That's what he says about the Goblin Ball referees.
Yeah, I bet he does. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with them. I don't know why we'd have to, like, do anything with them, but I guess let's x-ray them just to make sure they don't have anything bad on them. What the? Is that the ghost of... It is.
Oh my god! There's a ghost right behind you!
Nice try, kid. You gotta wake up pretty early to get the jump on the ghost finders.
Take a look for yourself if you don't believe me.
Oh my god! A ghost!
Ah! Let's get out of here!
It's the ghost, it's her dad. Desmondo's dad, right?
My hour is almost come.
Alas, poor ghost.
Pity me not. but lend thy serious hearing, revenge my foul and most unnatural murder.
Murder? Who done it?
That villainous mage Tyronius Athanatos.
Oh, I knew I didn't trust him.
How?
With juice of cursed Hebenon in a vial, and in the porches of mine ears did pour the leprous distilment.
He poured poison in your ear? That's a really weird way to kill someone.
Remember me.
Huh. Did not expect that.
Whoa, I knew that Tyronius was no good, but this is another level.
Right? That was insane. You were visited by an astral ghost like King Oswin. You learn more about the full extent of Tyronius' evil's plan. Yeah, we gotta get him out of here. He no good. Oh, it's the vampire guy.
It is imperative that you invite me in! The sun is coming up! After our last interaction, you know, the one where you badgered me with questions, but then let me in, I met my lovely bride, Myrna, who now waits for me with a group of our close friends and family to tie the knot in the vampire crypt. Please, invite me in for eternal love's sake.
Don't make me regret this, Heinrich. I invite you into the sprawl to get creepy married.
You have just completely redeemed yourself, Lil. My love, I'm coming.
Maybe let him in before. He was fine. Technically. Yeah, almost a perfect score. Due to your exceptional job performance of 3.83, you were paid 30 gold for the shift. We'll definitely need it for more of those crystals. We used quite a bit in this one. Oh. Tacos.
Greetings, Your Majesty. Chuck.
Hi, Lil. Sorry to bother you so late, but Desdemona has something to discuss with you.
What's the story with the new bling?
It was a gift from Tyronius on behalf of the Mages Guild to keep me safe.
Nope.
Tyronius has been giving me big bad guy energy since level 1. I would ditch that amulet immediately.
That is for me to decide. Lil, I have something I need to tell you.
Desi, I know we talked about this, but are you sure? Lil's done a lot for us.
I am not having this conversation again. It is entirely inappropriate what you've been put through. That is why tomorrow will be your last guard shift.
But we're at war. I've been doing a good job, I think. I feel like in lots of little ways I've been, I don't know, changing the course of fate.
Desi, sure, she's a kid. And no, it's probably not fair, but she's proven she's more than meets the eye plenty of times. You were the reason I asked her to uncover the spy in the GLA.
True as that may be, it's time she was relieved of her duty.
Let's rip off that necklace.
Where is all of this coming from? I thought we were, you know, friends.
Friends? With you? Someone who has been acting in her own self-interest against the crown? Tyronius has told me the true nature of your character.
Tyronius? He's nuts, and he gives off real main villain energy. Why would you believe anything that creepy ghoul factory has to say?
Okay, Minty, you have a great rest of your night.
Because he has accepted the role as my advisor.
He's your 4th advisor?
4th, and perhaps only, if the other 3 remain so utterly useless.
You're gonna fire Stryker? I mean, I get Shit Cannon Ash and Malcolm, but don't you think it's better to, you know, have multiple opinions when it comes to big decisions?
Not anymore. And neither does Tyronius. He also thinks it is time for this little game to be over.
Sorry, I was distracted. My cat.
These don't sound like your words.
She's right, honey. They don't.
Listen to me. I have made my decision. Tomorrow will be your final shift. We will not suffer those who speak against the Queen of the Sprawl.
Desdemona, listen to yourself.
I will not be spoken to like that by a filthy...
Pauses.
I'm sorry. I'm under so much pressure. I need to lie down. I don't feel quite like myself right now. Lil, I'm sorry, but it's almost time for the end. Chuck, take me home.
She was gonna call him a filthy goblin. No.
This doesn't make any sense. I have worked my ass off for you and the Bloody Sprawl, not to mention the idiot triplet advisors, and now you're following that Tyronius asshole's advice? Fine, I quit.
You can't quit. You were already relieved of duty.
This sucks.
I'm sorry, Lil. I'll try to talk to her. Good night.
Interesting. Yeah. That one guy is definitely Bob. We gotta get that necklace off of her. Okay. Lil has foiled Brunhilde's morally questionable, to say the least, plan to fatten the children of the Sprawl with candy and bake them into pies, the witch left in a huff. She took a hard look at her scheme and really thought about why people were so often disgusted at the idea of eating pies by no children. So she pivoted and created a line of vegan apple pies. After months of tweaking her recipes for perfection, she baked some of the most incredible pies you've ever tasted. She made cover the Sprawl Tattler newspaper and declared best new restaurant, and there was much rejoicing. Yeah, that is a 180. Mayor Scary Monster arrived at the Sprawl City Hall just as the other councilors were voting for the controversial new bill. The bill that included, among other things, plans to cut down the darkwood forest on the outskirts of Keldar. There were no way Mayor Scary Monster was going to let them cut down his home. He immediately halted the vote and commenced with what witnesses called the most drawn-out, confusing filibuster speech they have ever heard. Sure, Mary Scary Monster Tree didn't speak as slowly as some of his aunt cousins, but he knew how to take his time when he needed to. The filibuster worked, the vote was rejected, and the bill did not pass. This was the highlight of Mary Scary Tree Monster's political career. No longer would the denizens of the forest need to worry about used darkwood forest lumber to build orphanage for sick and injured children separated from their parents by the war, help them get their parents back, Bill. Not anymore. Zombies. As the zombies horde meandered away from the Sprawl, one of the undead amblers strayed from the pack. The zombie found himself wandering into a party at the beach house on the crystal shores of Lake Inns. Amazingly, he was a former owner of the house, and quickly recognized by two of the former employees at the party. They knew what guests would be alarmed at seeing their former friend in his current zombied form. So they came up with a harebrained scheme to pretend that he wasn't a zombie and began to move him from room to room, waving, nodding him at all the unsuspecting party guests. Unfortunately, since he was a zombie and not just a corpse, this whimsical reanimated of the movie Weekend at Bernie's took a dark turn. The zombie immediately bit his two former employees, turning them both into brain-hungry monsters. The three spent the remainder of the party biting and turning the other guests. The zombie would have been perfect host, except for the small thing. He was undead. Mole person. With the arrival of Polly, the build a secret tunnel and get the supplies from the outside plan could officially get underway. The project was completed in record time, and the team leader, Polly, attributing some of its successful to have its opportunity to unpack and talk through the secret plan on his way into the city. For the first time in months, a substantial amount of food made its way into the Sprawl, finally. Stabitha. Decoding the hex on Sabitha's greaves, Har exorcised the demon and freed her soul from the clutches. In death, she was finally at peace. Sabitha's former friends and counselors from the outdoor wilderness camp late scream and die, ended their summer contracts and went home. They were They were plagued by guilt and they felt for the part of Stapleton's death, but they really just go back to their normal lives after what they had done. 1 year later, they met back at Lake Scream and Die, and they all starting to crack under the weight of their secret. In fact, assistant head counselor Mitch Morrison suggested they all turn themselves in. He couldn't live with it anymore. He needed to tell the authorities what they had done last summer, assault his guilty conscience, but the others didn't like this plan. They knew they couldn't let Mitch confess their crimes, and they had to silence him. With two murders now in their hands, the group of camp counselors went their separate ways once again, assured that their secret was safe for now. The demon Lil had exorcised from Sabbath found a perfect new home in Mitch Morrison, and the cycle continues. The Ghost Finders. The Ghost Finders were never able to replicate their trick of making the ghost of King Oswin appear, nor were they able to convince anyone that they actually did it in the first place. As a result, the duo was forcibly committed to the Sisters of Charity Psychiatric Hospital for differently minded and delusional. Von Henrik von Pyre wedding started beautifully until the pesky Van Helsing showed up and killed the obvious vampire just before sunrise, and which would have been the most romantic part of the ceremony. On the plus side, Myra Harkins was freed from the Count's curse and control and eventually rekindled a romance with her old flame, Jonathan. They got married and a son named Quincy. They were a very boring family. The Sprawl lost one of its best chiropractors that night. Rest in peace, Henrik. You were too beautiful for this world. Hope everyone has a great rest of your weekend. Make sure you're staying warm or cold, depending on where you live. And to then, we'll see you guys next time for more of the chaos. Night, everyone.